What is going on, All Terrain Nation? We are at the Chevy booth, and there is your new Trail Boss 2023 Trail Boss. And me and Kelly just wrapped up a video walking about this thing that you might see later this afternoon. Thing is pretty freaking amazing. We got the Z71 over there. I'm pretty impressed with the new Colorado. In person, this thing looks really, really good. But welcome to the Chicago Auto Show. This is press day, so you won't see a ton of people here, but you might see some people that you recognize walking around here. But I thought I'd give you guys a quick glimpse. We're about to head to a press conference. Jeep has one here in a little bit that I'm going to go cover. But this is the Trail Boss. You guys see it? Anything you want to see about it, just let me know. But walk around this real quick. Kelly's wandering around the show somewhere. Lots of Trail Boss. One thing we've noticed definitely about Trail Boss, lots of plastic. Just plastic everywhere, which is not a bad thing for an off-road based vehicle, but oddly piano finish stuff that Kelly pointed out that she's going to have some good stuff in her video that she did walking around this thing. But a lot of plastic, cloth seats, but what the Trail Boss should be. You know, nothing spectacular, but just a nice light duty truck. Trail Boss stamp there, looks really nice. One thing that I've gotten to finally see that I'm very excited about are the tailgate, and it's because they have pockets in here now. You see these little clamps? Flip those, unlock it, and ta-da! There you go. You have, whether it be like you could make it a cooler, I guess. I don't know. You could put, you know, shackles, anything dirty that you didn't want in the cab of the vehicle. Small children. I don't know what you would do with this, but I like it. It actually feels heavy, so it doesn't feel like you don't feel like it's just going to flop open. Super light tailgate. You guys know I've got a bum shoulder right now, so which has been a nightmare. But I like that they actually put the plugs up. Some of the older ones, they used to put them under, and you just, if you were doing any off-roading, you just kill them. You just crush them. But a couple things I like about this, the design. I've mentioned this before. I like how they've kind of this way it flows into the taillights out through the tailgate. Looks really cool. The Z71 is over here. We'll kind of take a look. But once again, we're at the Chevy booth, so lots of fun here. If you're into the big HDs, we've got them. This is the High Country, the 24 High Country, 24 hours in a day, but only one midnight. I like that. Big truck. I haven't got to really see this too much, but we can't get too close to it because it says keep off the display. But you've seen one of these. You've seen them all. But there is the Z71. A little more versus the more lifted Trail Boss. This one is a little more refined, and you definitely, in the interior of this thing, you can definitely tell. You can tell where you're spending your money on this truck versus the others. So as you can see, nice leather seats, nice stitching in this. Still have a little bit of plastic, but that's to be expected anymore. But the color of this, I love. Man, auto manufacturing in general are bringing back these popping reds with this just nice sparkle to it. Looks really nice. What else we got going on? You want some big dump trucks? We can go talk about big dump trucks. What do we got over here? We got a, looks like maybe a 2500. Let's see, there is, looks like Lincoln's booth. There is the new Countach. Walk around and talk about that a little bit. Yep, 2500 HD, looks good in red. But let's look at the Lamborghinis. There's a Urus. You know, all kinds of exotic fun here. Exotic fun everywhere. But look at this. Aventador. Love Aventadors, but this brings back my childhood, man. The Countach. And you know, modern take on this thing. Looks great. I'm at first time getting to see it. I think there's only 100 and I forget how many, but for $2.8 million MSRP. Explains why there's probably only 100 of them, but it looks great overall. Brings back a lot of childhood memories. The lights look great. The side of the thing looks great. I just makes me, that car makes me a little kid again, which I love. So let's see, we got video. It's pretty cool. So he's got a camera in his little RC. What do we got here? Here is a Z71. Once again, the Z71 package is going to be, you know, you're getting some plush features with these things. I do like the wood accents in this thing. Sunroof. Overall, looks great. Nice finish to this. Big, spacious cab back here, which by that, you start losing actual workspace in your bed of your truck. But let's be honest, man. These are mostly for luxury, you know, going to the mall, doing whatever duty now, whatever your family needs to do. This is what this truck is about. Let's see what we got here. High Country, Silverado High Country here. Looks good. Nice dark, little dark red paint there. I don't know if it's the same color as the Z71 Colorado or not, but once again, your High Country, you're getting what you pay for on these trucks, man. You're definitely, GM doesn't, they're not slouches with their interiors. That looks very nice. Paddle shifting of sorts. It's a plastic button, but that's kind of neat. I can see that there. Pretty interesting. I didn't show y'all, but in the Colorados, the little third row headrest they have to do, it reminded me of E.T.'s head sticking out. It was kind of funny. Now, there's the Big Daddy. Here's your ZR2. And I was supposed to do a review on one of these and just could never get to the vehicle. But just a beautiful truck. You cannot complain. Only thing I wish they would have went all out with Raptor. And they kind of just, this is their hard attempt at taking on Raptor. Once again, these buttons, they're plastic. If I want paddle shifters, I want a metal button. Is it too much to ask to give me a metal button on that? But ZR2, beautiful blues on that. Kelly said something in her video, so I don't want to ruin it, but about piano finishes versus this. And I don't want to ruin it. And speaking of not ruining it, there's Miss Kelly Boyd. You're live on the air with
I figured I was.
All Terrain Nation. We're going to walk through here, guys, and just kind of talk and see what we can do. I want you guys to experience this just with us a little bit. There is the new...
We do have some content.
We do, yes. We got some fun coming. There is the new Trax. Pretty interesting. Chevrolet always does a nice booth here when we're here.
They do, and it's always really big.
Mm-hmm.
It's always really big.
I have to say, this is the smaller hall, and last time we were here in 20, it wasn't as fun as it feels this year. You noticed that?
I would agree.
Like manufacturers are starting to want to spend some more money. Oh, Kelly, look over here. We got the Z06, I bet.
The Chevy version of the Pinterest?
Yeah, and there's the Silverado E that I've had on reservation forever. But here is the Z06, if you guys are into sports cars. This color in person, I've seen this on video, and it's kind of odd to me. It doesn't look great. And then in person, once you see it, it looks...
It's pearly.
Yeah, very pearly. Very nice looking car. Big price tag on this, $168. But pretty amazing. Like it a lot. Let's... I'm curious, this is the first time me seeing the Silverado E, the Avalanche, as I like to call it, in person. And we have a reservation on one of these. Who in the hell knows when we'll actually ever get to see it. They're continuing to take reservations on these things. But, yeah.
Man, look at those wheels. They're nice.
They're a lot bigger than I...
They are a lot bigger in person.
Yeah, these wheels are, what are they, 24s, I think.
I don't know what they are, but they're massive.
Yes, they are massive. And this thing is bigger than I thought it would be.
It is a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
I mean, we knew it would be a full-size truck.
It compares to Hummer EV when we've seen it in person, size-wise.
Yes, very much that. Where are you at? Just first impressions, where are you at?
First impressions, it's too big.
Really?
You gotta find the middle ground with me.
Well, it's a full-size truck, and you love full-size trucks.
It is, but it just feels way bigger. Maybe it's because the Avalanche you feel in the back feels bigger.
The way they do the battery packs is unique to General Motors, and it makes the trucks feel a lot taller than maybe they should feel.
I do dig the full open.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, you've got a bunch of plugins in the back. Like, like we've talked about, do you really want to use the plugins on your EV vehicle when it takes your MPGs away?
Right.
Probably not. Man, look at that screen.
Yeah, massive in that. Now this is the RS. This is all plushed out. Obviously, it's going to be the hot vehicle. Let's look at the front end, Kelly. I'm curious. I don't know that I would keep my reservation on this thing after seeing this.
It's just massive.
Yeah, it's so big.
Ooh, look at that white interior. Not going to be white for long.
No.
But what kind of?
No, but this is interesting light bar. I mean, we've seen this. Like I said, this is the RST.
I just like the front end. It looks very, very good to me for an EV.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not gaga over this thing.
I'm not.
The thing I've noticed with EV vehicles sometimes, and I know this is not cheap, but they sort of sometimes just look cheap. Because we're not used to all the plastics.
I was going to say, I think if you think about it, it's because we're used to, ooh, the grill makes the vehicle, ooh, the grill, blah, blah, blah. So I think if you think about it, that's kind of why we feel that way.
Yeah, definitely. It is interesting to me. I mean, I'm holding on to my reservation because I could probably pick it up and flip it, honestly. And I'm not into flipping vehicles.
Now you're telling Chevy to instill the...
I don't know that I got an email the other day talking about the pricing was about to drop for these things. So we'll see. I'm curious about it. I will want to drive the thing, get an idea about it. But Kelly, one of the brands next door here that we haven't got to see their latest is the Kia. You got an article coming out talking about EVs, and here is their Porsche. I forget what the model of this thing is right now. We'll definitely. Oh, sorry, Kia Hyundai. Same. One's a little nicer than the other. But this I still get Porsche vibes from this.
Oh, I agree. Let's go Porsche vibes.
Yeah. Definitely. It's definitely interesting to me. Let's see what we got on the old tag here. Still no pricing on this thing yet, but this is the Ioniq 6. Kind of a dark green, kind of sparkly. Interesting color on this thing.
It is interesting.
This is a pre-production model, so some things can slightly change. But very, very Porsche vibes here, which is crazy for a Korean car company to do.
This is one we talked about in our EV conversation last week.
Mm-hmm. We've talked about this in a couple times.
Doesn't change my mind on it though.
Now, what is this? The Ioniq 5, I believe. Yep. This one's grown on. We had a chance to either drive the EV6 from Kia or this, and we chose the Kia at the time. I have to say, this little thing is growing on me quite a bit.
It's duochrome too, which is kind of cool on the color. That.
The square lights, like those are like, I don't know, you get that 8-bit computer vibe kind of to it. Looks very interesting. Wheels are different, like a Sunshine.
Interesting. Starburst.
Yeah, very cool. White background or white seats in this once again, that's a staple for EVs right now. They just want everything to look clean. Now the tail lights of these things once again bring back those early Mario Brother vibes.
That is a good reference.
I'm just looking for Mario to start busting those out a little bit and little mushrooms or something.
So if you think about this is a flashback to like way before pixels were as small as they are.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely.
Let's see. We're still live. Sorry, I thought I pushed the in button there. But all the things you expect with an EV, all the electronic pop out doors. Interior of this thing white, which is if you're in the city all the time, you never get dirty with your clothes. Yeah, I get this.
Yeah,
but
there's still some gene transfer. So if you wear jeans,
yes,
there's still gonna be some
definitely some color transfers to your cars. But the dash is very nice. As you can see here, the seats look really cool. I'm interested in doing some time in this vehicle. I think it would be nice. Oh, look at that. You can extend it out a little bit if your legs get a little bit tired on the trip, because these being EVs, you don't have to have your feet on the pedals all the time. So,
interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
You're just lounging up, driving on the road.
Yeah, right, right. Let's go over to the other side, Kelly, and see what we can see over there. Very Porsche vibes of that thing, man.
Are we in my water?
This is going to be an interesting live stream, so just bear with us on this.
Want a drink?
Yes, I do.
Or just water back in my backpack.
Sure.
Please.
We got TV over there. Normally they had the big sign out here.
Yeah.
What the hell? How can we get selfies with no sign out there?
Did you put hashtag CAS 2023 in the live?
No, I didn't. But this, you got to walk from one hall to the next. So this is the bigger hall. This is the more fun hall over here, we'll say. Or it has been in the past, I will say. They are some official looking polos. Thank you for noticing. You
They do have a box of stars.
you do.
I don't need round 2 right now.
Kelly's happy.
I
Starbucks.
don't need round 2 right now.
Yes, you come to these things, and I see Ford's booth, guys.
What makes you think that?
Gotta make sure I don't need to be off my phone here to scan back in.
No, we shouldn't. Our bracelets are fine.
I don't have my fancy gimbal, so sorry if the screen's shaking on me. All right, Kelly. Ford's booth. There you go. I know my audience is going to want to see the Ford booth. Oh, there's Miss Tia. This is the Everglades.
That's plugged in.
Yeah. Adventure rigs. Ford always has a nice display here. So Everglades there is pretty cool. Snorkel if you need it. 2-door Wild Track, which is about a nightmare to get anymore. But there's your Sasquatch package. You got the sports. You got 3 sports here. Very nice. Oh, they've got their driving display here, which is very cool. So let's see. They got any going. Cool thing about Chicago is they do all this in the indoors, which is very nice. But this is very expensive for them to do, by the way. This is taking up a lot of space. There's the Lightnings. You can take rides in the Lightnings. I don't see any Broncos rolling just yet. But they got a nice setup of Broncos there. Very cool. Very cool. Big Ben Sports and Outer Banks there. Pretty cool. I didn't do too much time with the sports. We did one early review with it. I've seen Everglades before. I'm still not a fan of the snorkel on this thing, but it is a nice package. I'm curious. Oh, look, everything matches. The prototype version I've seen, some of the trim did not match. But love these things. It's got the hard top on this. Actually, it looks fairly decent. They're not gonna want anything at the auto show showing any flaws, but it looks good. You can kind of see a little bit, but no, I like the wheels in this. I know Allie's a big fan of the wheels of this thing. Square fenders is where it's at to me. This is how Broncos should have came. I don't mind my round ones, but I just like these better. As our friends over at Driven Wild Outdoors broke these news with, these were water ticks, so you kind of knew where you were at. You knew at certain height this was as maximum water forging as you should be doing. Overall, not bad. Not bad. Let me know in the comments, guys, if they can't be doing shots, so don't say it. So don't say that Allie's #1 for Ranger Raptor?
I don't know.
Let's see here.
Oh, here's Dave.
What am I doing?
Nothing.
Sorry.
I just didn't know where you are.
I'm right here.
Well, if I see this person, I'll tell you. I don't know who I'm looking for.
Are y'all going to Sweet Home Chicago?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll see y'all there.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see, Kelly. Got some edges here. All kinds of fun stuff. Toyota's booth. Oh, let's go to the Toyota booth. We got to do a video on this truck, but I want the audience to see it. Something very cool. There is the new Grand Highlander. We could have went to a press event on that last night, but honestly,
They say it's bigger, but
well, I hear that
it doesn't.
yeah, it's a lot bigger than the regular Highlander for sure. But I don't know, our audience just isn't into that stuff very much. GR Corolla, very nice.
What's this?
There's the new Crown. They brought out all the fun rigs here. These Land Cruisers, 6-wheeled, Patriot Games. But here, the Trail Hunter. Now, we've talked about this truck before. This is a prototype that's locked up. But my understanding is they're in the final version of making this thing actually happen from the factory. And it looks pretty interesting. Now, this debuted at SEMA. I don't believe this is the same truck. I want to say this is a different truck than the one that debuted at SEMA. I could be wrong. But if Toyota were to actually produce a lifted vehicle like this, I would be about it. I like this truck a lot. But if you could get it from factory a little more off-roady. Kelly, where are you at with this Trail Hunter? This is our first time seeing this truck.
It's big.
It is, but they're talking about doing a factory lifted version of this truck.
Interesting.
And, I would be, are these the new KOs? No. Are they?
It's about time these manufacturers got with
No,
it.
these are 2 still. They're not
Started
the 3s.
putting these vehicles standard.
Yeah, but you get all the lifted rack and stuff. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like those wheels a lot. I like the bronze wheels with that white. Looks great.
They're not too bronze.
Yeah.
They're kind of a greenish bronze.
But Trail Hunter badging. This is definitely looks 3D printed. Definitely 3D printed. But I like it.
I mean, it's a prototype.
Yeah, it's a prototype. Can't expect too much. Would I would never want that on my truck because you could break that and shove it right in the grill.
Yep.
But looks cool. Here's the new Crown, Kelly. We've not got to talk about that much. It's interesting vehicle. Let's kind of glance at it real quick here. A lot of the test drives have already happened in this vehicle. Typical Toyota. Looks great. Looks great. This weird slope that they're doing with these hatches now is kind of strange to me. But this, Hybrid Max, it's the Platinum Edition, so it's loaded down. Oh, she couldn't wait to get into the trunk of this thing.
Trunks and hoods.
Look at that, a lot of space in that.
That is a lot.
A lot of space in there. Spare tire? Yeah, not bad.
Oh, there's actually storage. Oh, that's the battery.
Yep.
Oh, the battery's all in back. Easy replacement.
Mm-hmm. But hybrid car, I'm sure we're going to have to be excited by these at one point, but
yeah,
I'm just not there yet. There is the GR Corolla, which I would love to do some time in. And, this is the Toyota booth. I think they have a bigger booth this year. Oh, look at this. Look at this little racy. The rally concept. Look at that. Very cool. Very, very cool. This thing's locked up. They don't want you in it. But very rally. I love those rally style wheels. Looks great. Oh, yes. The Supra. I do love the Supra. Is this the manual transmission Supra, though? It is the manual transmission Supra. Look at there. We can get all shifty.
Oh, no.
No, because I know you couldn't drive it then at all. What an interesting color, though.
Yes, I could. You just have to replace the clutch every now and then.
Look at that interesting color.
Yes, that duochrome.
Yeah, looks cool. We've seen this vehicle. There's the 40th anniversary 4Runner, which is on its way out.
I was going to say it's like 10 years old, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they've done a Cubs car. They always do that. They do a White Sox and Cubs at the show. Team USA. There is the Cubs. I like it. Yeah. I like this.
There's a switch.
Go Cubs, I guess. Yes, this was debuted last night. This is the Highlander, the big one. Got the big radio, big. You want to play games? Put subs in there. It's really cool. Oh, thank you. I will. Big wheels in this thing, but Nintendo Switch Highlander, Grand Highlander, I should say. Here's the normal Highlander. Play TV in there if you need to, or play games, Mario Kart. Let's see, it's about time we gotta get to Jeep.
Don't. That's the.
All right, we're gonna work our way to Jeep because the press conference for who is the press conference? Subaru is right now.
Subaru's over there.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I want Jeep. But that one I will not. I might broadcast that one live, but I may do a different video on that one, so it's a separate video. Oh, there's your new Dark Horse. So we will definitely do a walk around of the Dark Horse. Looks great. Sadly, no new Ranger yet. I really was hoping to see it, but didn't happen. Here's the Ford booth for the trucks. Need to do some plowing, we got you covered. Once again, the cool thing about Chicago Auto Show is they have lots of space and they do little drives, which is kind of interesting. There's the trimmer, blacked out trimmer with that orange. Looks freaking great. Can't say enough about that. There's the new Nissan Ariya. Seen one of these driving around town the other day. So they're about to be released. Interesting. There's the new Nissan Z. Very interesting. I like how they've done the red lights with it. That looks cool. There's the TRX, Kelly. Special edition TRX.
No thanks, I'm
What?
You
No.
know I feel like
No on the yellow. That looks cool to me. It's something you definitely would get tired of after a while, but
yeah, it's too much yellow.
we're at Steliantos, which somebody said you didn't know how to say that in a video the other day, and it's like it's a hard name to pronounce. Got the new EV Charger. There is the Hornet, which looks good. The last hurrah of the V8s here. You can see V8s, and then they blend into EV. So here is the Charger. Looks great. Good color on it. Still looks like kind of that classic
I'll be right here. I'm going to take
muscle
some
car.
Okay. Mine's
Thanks,
go
man.
very fast and furious.
The Jeep, they've moved the track around a little bit. That's a hell of a drop,
Yeah, it is a hell of a drop. It's either a hell of a climb or a hell of a drop.
right? This thing looks great. Oh man, here's a Durango. Looks cool.
Mama likes Durangos.
No. Big 392 in this thing, big Hemi in this thing. Man, the Steliantos is a brand. They've really, like, the old Rams and stuff, their interiors were always awful. And they've night and day difference. They've went from one of the worst to one of the best now, in my opinion. But, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to leave for a minute. Gotta get ready for a press event. But we'll be back. We'll try to bring you some more exclusive coverage. And until next time.